Okay, I've done a lot of will it start videos on this channel, right? Well, I wanted to show you some common sense things that pretty much are the same for almost every 2-cycle engine. Not every single one, but you know, string trimmers, chainsaws, anything with a carburetor like this with a primer bulb and a choke mechanism. Well, just say one thing that's happened. You see those adjustment screws in there? Well, they're designed so you can't tune them. The EPA decided that lawn care people or homeowners were adjusting their carburetors poorly so that you were emitting more pollution with your string trimmer than you should be able to, and the solution would be make it so you can't tune it. You have to take it to a dealer to have that done because you need special tools to adjust those. Well, it's a poor idea because an efficient running engine emits the least amount. Whatever. Well, I got contacted by a company that sells various components that are very helpful for fixing small engines. And I'm not paid by them or anything, but they did say, we'll send you a sample if you would make a video on it. Well, I requested one of their products. They sell a lot of carburetors like this one, and they sell some like this one. This is a dual fuel conversion carburetor that can be used on Honda GX series engines. Now, I didn't do enough research when I said, how about send me that one and I'll see if I can make it work. I was going to put this on a Harbor Freight 3500 watt inverter generator because I thought it was a GX 200 clone, and while many of the parts probably are the same, the carburetor's not close enough. These parts on the top are different. This is made for a Honda engine, and it looks to be of good quality, and I'm sure it would do just fine, but that was my mistake because I ordered that, and that's not the one that fit the Harbor Freight engine. But regardless, as I was poking around their website looking for what might make a good video, did I have any current projects, will it start videos that could have used something? And it turns out even though they do have Briggs & Stratton and some Tecumseh carburetors and things, there were none that I needed at the moment for the project I'm working on. But I did have something else that they sell that works fantastic, so I thought I'd tell you about it and go over carburetors in general. So I mentioned those screws, right? Well, this is the company, and this is their toolkit, one of them. I misplaced part of it. It comes with a spark tester, a gap tester, and it comes with all of these carburetor adjustment tools. And see, they have little graphics on the side that tell you exactly what the shape of the tip is that you may need for that. Well, this one, I don't know if you can see it, for an example, you need a special keyed tool to do it. It's hard to see because of the lighting, but I can just tell you because I was fooling with it earlier. This is the one you need. See that shape? Oops, focus. Well, that's the one you need. And this slips right on and allows you to adjust, no problem. Some of my videos I've been cutting a slot in there, but it's way better if you don't have to mechanically partially destroy the carburetor to do it. If you have a toolkit, they're very reasonably priced, I thought. And they didn't send me this free. I bought these before they ever contacted me and said, hey, would you like to show one of our products? I already own this, so you've probably seen it in some of my other videos, but that works great. There's a spark gap testing tool. Hold on. This is the spark gap coil testing tool that comes with this also, all in one thing. Everything's inside the little case. Well, anyways, what's nice about this is it can test if you have a weak spark, because you can crank this out and see how far that spark will jump. And if you can't get it to jump when it's way down low, your coil is not good, or the wire's not good, or something. So you can visually simply see when you turn it over, you should see a bright blue spark in there. It all comes together with this kit. So anyway, pretty cool that they sell that. They sell a lot of these carburetors that you may need. Sometimes the little check valves inside get gacked up and you just can't clean it in an ultrasonic cleaner. You can't get it to come back to doing what it's supposed to do. A lot of times you can just get the diaphragms, but if it turns out you do need the carburetor, these guys sell a whole bunch of them. Go give them a look. They're in the, I'll link to them in the description. Well, anyway, here's how you fix small engine carburetor things. Looky here. All of these things kind of work the same way. This is your fuel tank. This is your filter. But everybody thinks backwards on how these things work. It's real easy to tell in your carburetor when you get ready to hook up the fuel lines, in case you forgot, which is which. I'll show you how it works, and then I'll show you how come it's easy. When you press the primer bulb down, it does not squirt fuel to the motor. In fact, when you press the bulb down, it just discharges any fuel that was in there back into the tank. Then when you let up with your thumb on the suction stroke like that, that pulls fuel through the filter up into the carburetor, and that's it. And then when you press it again, it pushes the fuel out this way. When you let off again, it sucks more in. The process of doing that a bunch of times purges any air that might be in the carburetor out and just gets the fuel, or at least fresh fuel, in there. That's how all of them work. So when you get ready to run your lines and you've forgotten, oh shoot, which one goes where, replace the primer ball part. And when you go to hook the fuel lines up, sometimes the primer is separate from the carburetor. But when you want to know which one it is on the primer bulb, right, just put your thumb over one. The one that's under pressure is the vent. That's this one. That's going to squirt fuel into the fuel tank, which seems backwards, but it's not. And then when you let up, the suction part pulls fuel in, so you know that one, it doesn't seal completely, but that's the suction one, that's the discharge one. That's how they all work. That's how you purge the air to start it, and you use the choke lever, which I can't operate with one hand, but you get the idea. That's how you fix all these small engines, is replace the fuel lines first, replace the carburetor if you need to. When you hook the lines up, that's the way all of them go on these 2-cycle engines. All right, that's about it. Just wanted to go over that for anybody that might be thinking about fixing their string trimmer or chainsaw that has a carburetor like this one, or a similar small one, but the primer bulb is separate with its own lines. That's how they work. That's all I know. Thanks for watching.